bought an Audi because you wanted something better. Better performance, better build quality, better technology, and it delivered. For a while. But here's the uncomfortable truth that dealers will never tell you. Most Audis don't make it past 150,000 miles without a major wallet-draining repair. Timing chains, carbon buildup, transmission failures. At 150K, a lot of owners just give up and sell. But some Audis, with the right owner, hit 200K, 250K, even 300,000 miles with the original engine still running strong. So what separates those cars from the ones rotting on a used car lot at 160K miles? That's exactly what we're going to break down today. Welcome to the channel. If you're new here, this channel is dedicated to one thing: helping Audi owners get the absolute most of their cars without getting destroyed by repair bills. Today, we're covering the exact habits, maintenance practices, and decisions that separate a 150,000 Audi from a 300,000 Audi. And I'm going to be straight with you. Some of this stuff your dealer actively doesn't want you to know, because an Audi that lasts 300K miles is an Audi that isn't sitting in their service bay every 6 months. Let's get into it. The oil problem. Let's start with the single biggest killer of high-mileage Audis, and it's the most boring one: oil. Audi's factory oil change interval is listed at 10,000 miles, sometimes even longer. That interval was designed to make the ownership experience feel low maintenance and convenient. It was not designed to keep your engine alive at 250,000 miles. Owners who regularly hit 300K on their Audis, and there are real documented cases, especially among Audi enthusiasts on forums like Audi World, almost universally change their oil every 5,000 miles or less. Some go as short as 3,500 miles if they're doing a lot of short trips or city driving. Audi's 2.0T and 3.0T engines are known to run hot and consume oil. That means between changes, you could be running on low oil without even knowing it. Make it a habit to check your oil level every single time you fill up the gas. It takes 90 seconds and can save you a $6,000 engine replacement. One more thing on oil: use the right spec. Audi specifies VW 502.0 or 504.0 rated oil. Using the wrong oil, even a high-quality one, can void your warranty and accelerate wear in critical engine components. Don't guess. Check your owner's manual or look up your specific model. The timing chain. If oil is the number one silent killer of Audis, the timing chain is the number one dramatic killer. The 2.0 TFSI engine, found in millions of Audi A4s, A5s, and Q5s, had a well-documented timing chain tensioner problem, particularly in models produced between 2008 and 2013. When the tensioner fails, the chain can skip or snag. When that happens at highway speed, you're looking at catastrophic engine damage. We're talking $8,000 to $12,000 in repairs, or a total car. Here's the thing: this is a known issue, and it's preventable. If you own one of these models, have a tensioner and timing chain inspected before 80,000 miles. Don't wait for a noise. By the time you hear the rattle, it may already be too late. Later models, 2013 and newer, improved on this design significantly. But regardless of year, owners who make it to 300K always treat the timing chain as a scheduled maintenance item, not a fix-it-when-it-breaks item. A timing chain replacement on a healthy engine runs about $1,500 to $2,500 at an independent shop. Compare that to an engine replacement, and it's the easiest decision you'll ever make. Carbon buildup. Here's the one that surprises most Audi owners, especially those coming from older vehicles. Audi's direct injection engines, and that covers most modern Audis, spray fuel directly into the cylinder, bypassing the intake valves entirely. That sounds like a good thing, and for performance and efficiency, it is. But there's a side effect. Over time, Oil vapors from the PCV system coat the intake valves in thick carbon deposits. In a traditional port injection engine, fuel washes those valves clean with every combustion cycle. In a direct injection engine, nothing does. And by 80,000 to 100,000 miles, those deposits can get bad enough to cause rough idling, misfires, reduced power, and poor fuel economy. The fix is called walnut blasting, a process where a technician blasts crushed walnut shells through the intake to strip the carbon away. It sounds unusual, but it's the industry standard solution and it works extremely well. Cost at an independent shop typically runs $300 to $600 depending on your engine. Owners who make it to 300,000 miles typically do this service around 80,000 to 100,000 miles, and then again every 60,000 to 80,000 miles after that. Ignore it and you're looking at misfires, damaged injectors, and eventually a car that just feels wrong and costs a fortune to diagnose. Transmission fluid. Audi uses two main transmission types, the DSG dual clutch automatic and the traditional torque converter automatic found in larger models. Both are excellent transmissions. Both will fail prematurely if you follow Audi's factory fluid change recommendations. Audi labels their DSG fluid as lifetime fluid. In the real world, lifetime means about 40,000 to 60,000 miles under normal driving conditions. Push it to 100,000 miles on the original fluid, and you're gambling with a transmission that costs $4,000 to $8,000 to replace. High-mileage Audi owners change their DSG fluid every 40,000 miles without exception. It's one of those services that feels unnecessary right up until the moment your transmission starts slipping and you're writing a very large check. This is also a service that most dealers will try to upsell you at an inflated price. A quality independent shop that specializes in European vehicles can do this service for significantly less. Finding a good independent Audi specialist is one of the best investments you can make as an owner. And we'll talk more about that in a future video. Coolant and water pump. Audi's plastic coolant system components are a known weak point. The water pump, thermostat housing, and coolant reservoir are all plastic on most Audi models, and they become brittle over time, especially in climates with wide temperature swings. A failed water pump means an overheated engine. An overheated engine, even once, can warp cylinder heads and cause damage that costs more to repair than the car is worth. The preventative play here is simple. Replace your water pump and thermostat as a scheduled service around 80,000 to 90,000 miles, regardless of whether anything looks wrong. Upgraded aftermarket water pumps with metal impellers are available for most Audi models and are worth the small additional cost. Also, flush your coolant every 30,000 to 40,000 miles. Degraded coolant becomes acidic and attacks the very components it's supposed to protect. Find an independent specialist. This might be the most practical piece of advice in this entire video. Stop taking your Audi to the dealer for routine maintenance. Dealer labor rates for Audi typically run $150 to $200 per hour. A well-reviewed independent shop that specializes in European or German vehicles charges $90 to $130 per hour for the exact same quality of work. Sometimes better, because these shops live and die by their reputation in a specific niche. Over the life of a vehicle, that difference in labor rates can easily add up to $10,000 to $20,000 in savings. That's money that stays in your pocket instead of funding the dealer's waiting room renovation. Look for a shop that specifically mentions Audi, VW, or European vehicles. Check Google reviews carefully. Ask if their technicians are trained on your specific model. A great independent specialist will become one of your most valuable assets as an Audi owner. Here's the bottom line. Audis are genuinely well-engineered machines. The reason so many of them die at 150,000 miles isn't a flaw in the design. It's a gap in the maintenance. These cars reward attentive owners and punish neglectful ones, more so than almost any other vehicle on the road. Change your oil early and often. Address the timing chain proactively. Stay ahead of the carbon buildup. Don't ignore your transmission fluid. And find yourself a good independent shop you can trust. Do those things, and 300,000 miles is not a fantasy. It's a plan. If you found this useful, hit subscribe. We're going to go deep on specific Audi models, common problems, and how to handle them without getting taken to the cleaners. We'll see you in the next one.